Hello, YouTube, and welcome to Gaming Centralization. Today is the day why I explain something. So, when you are looking at sets and you're figuring out whether or not to spend on a set, what do you look at, right? So, for one, you look at the clans. So, for me, set one, I play Gears. Yes, I played Kagero as well. It was going to be a meta deck for Go. We knew that from JP. So you look at the clans and see, right? How many of these are going to be meta decks? Now, for set one, it was Kagero, Royals, and Gear Chronicle. Kagero was a meta deck. Gear Chronicle was a new clan and a personal favorite of mine. And then Royal Paladin as well. Now, Royals on the lower end of the three, and then Kagero and Gears going higher up from there. And of course, you probably already know, once you get your GRs that you desire right out of the box, reset the box right away. Do not try to be waiting for triple rares and stuff like that. It will take you forever. Or at least you'll save your time. Now, at set two, obviously, open up any free packs they give you out of it. Use it to get GR materials and stuff like that. Not a problem. But set two is Aquaforce, Bermuda Triangle, and Neo Nectar. I almost said Great Nature. But it's Neo Nectar, Aquaforce, and Bermuda Triangle. Now, for me, Bermuda Triangle, even when it is a meta deck, I don't play it. So, for me, that's not worry about that. Aquaforce is like a coincidental value deck. I play it in friend fights on stream a lot. Feel free to check me out at twitch.tv /gaming centralization. But Aquaforce is like those coincidental value decks that I enjoy playing every once in a while, but it hasn't been on my radar to play like on ranked or anything like that. So, if I get stuff for it, sure, it's cool. I'll put some stuff into a deck and try to maybe put something together. And then there is also Neo Nectar, which has been one of those decks that even I've built the deck and I've looked at it, but I've never actually played it. So maybe in Geo Neo Nectar would be fine, but none of these three decks, like Aquaforce, yes. Bermuda Triangle definitely has a lot of strengths. Neo Nectar, not so much on that one. So if you're looking into what sets to maybe spend on or what sets to kind of hold off on a little bit, I would definitely say you can hold off on whatever sets have clans that you don't want. So for me, these three clans I don't want. So I'm not going to go spending any money on this set to open it. Set one was different, plus it was the first G set, so I wanted to make sure that I had a decent amount of things. And then like set three will have other stuff like Shadows, Golds, and Link Joker. Link Joker has been a clan that I really like, Chaos Breaker, but I don't like the rest. So I will probably spend money though, because Gold and Shadow Paladins are again two of my favorite decks. Especially around the G era. I really liked the Diablo and Luard builds for Shadow Paladin, and Gurgu was always been one of my favorite Gold Paladin decks, especially for the G era. So while they're maybe not the best decks, I'd say that they're really good, and you can definitely make the best decks out of them. Let me rephrase that. They are the best. One or two of them are the best decks. So except three, you can probably justify spending money on, in my case. Now, if you like Aquaforce, this is a good set. You get your Lambros, or wait, is this Lambros or is this? Yeah, you get your Lambros out of it. And Lambros is a good card. As well as like, you want to make sure you get your Thavas and, your other triple rare stuffs as well. Now you could craft those things, or grind ranked for them, but you still get a decent amount of these things. So maybe you spend a little bit of money here and there. Most GRs, like ideal competitive play, 4 for some things, but I see like long-term wise GRs, most GRs are like 2 for like long-term play-wise. So for sure you're going to want to make sure you're being careful about it. You don't want to whale too much on too many different sets. And of course, pre-crafting is one of those things that it's nice to pre-craft a lot of things, but since opening cards from these new sets do not give you materials for clans, you don't want to be spending you don't want to be spending all your crafting materials all the time. Now, for the first 3 sets, we didn't have any duplicates, but set 4, we have duplicates again. So being selective is actually a very good thing to do there. It's good to be careful with the with crafting, save some of your materials, and I would definitely recommend don't grind, like, don't craft things unless you're going to be opening a lot of the set. Like, I opened almost 3 to 4 boxes of set 1. So of course I pre-crafted everything for set 1 that I could. It wasn't a lot, but I pre-crafted everything I could. Then when it came to set 2, I didn't bother with pre-crafting anything. Yes, I probably could have crafted 3 double rares for Aquaforce, which is probably all I could have done. But I don't plan on opening a lot of this set, so I'm not going to worry about pre-crafting things. Set 3, I'm going to pre-craft everything I can for golds and shadows. Maybe some for Link Joker if I have some extra stuffs. But that's kind of the general gist. You only want to be opening up. Cat's messing with a backup camera, background camera, but you don't want to be doing too many things there. You don't want to be wasting too many crafting materials on crafting cards or for a set that you're not going to open a lot of, because in the long run you can just use this exchange option. That's a camera, bud. You can use the exchange option. I don't know if it'll overload, but you can use the exchange option, exchanging things like your double and your common crafting materials. So like pre-crafting commons, you can just use those crafting materials. And if I'm only planning on opening 1 box of a set, I'm not going to get that many. So those crafting materials, okay, that I'm going to spend to craft every single common from this set, I could probably just turn them into more GR materials than what I'll actually get, right? So if I go to, where is it at? Stride Spear, I can exchange 50,000 common materials for 100 Stride Spears. Now, considering that I only get 1 of a card, and I'm probably not going to even open up a full box of set 2. So if I crafted every single common, probably would have costed me a lot of my common materials. Not going to guarantee it'd be this much, but if it costed me that much, I'm only going to get a certain amount. I'm only going to get a certain amount back. I'm not going to get 100 Stride Spheres. And that doesn't include SPs and stuff like that. So pre-crafting commons on a set that you're not going to open a bunch of, kind of, and even, I don't know, it's, you can do it, but it's not the recommended thing to do, I guess. You know, save it for later sets that you're going to open more of. But, you know, figure out whether or not you're going to be opening a lot of that set or not before you start opening any of that set, and then go from there. So, yeah, just to reiterate, just try to figuring out what sets you are going to want to skip and which ones you're going to want to whale on can be tricky. I would not recommend whaling on a set if there's only 1 clan that you're going to play out of it. Now, if that is the only clan you're ever going to play, and you're going to be fine playing that 1 clan for, you know, possibly 3-4 sets, go ahead and whale on it. You know, that's the only thing you're going to get. If there's 2 or more, go ahead. I technically could play all 3 of these decks and not worry about it. I do play all 3 of these decks. I'm still going to in set 2 meta. But seeing as how Aquaforce is the only like medium want out of this set, this is a skip set for me. Set 3 is a huge, I'm probably going to whale on it. And set 4, I'm still torn about whaling on it or not, seeing as how not a lot of it is going to be, oh, I need dozens of these things. It's going to be like I kind of need this stuff. I kind of don't need that stuff. I'll probably wait towards like the end of the second week to whale on it if I do, kind of a thing. And then, of course, we won't see the Fighters Collection for like 3 more months. That most people are even saying it's probably not worth the money it's going to cost anyways. Let me fix that camera real quick. We'll be right back. We're back. But yeah, you're going to want to be selective and careful about certain things here and there when it comes to the whaling on sets, because you don't want to waste your money on a decks that you're not going to use. Now, like for Aquaforce, Lambros will be used for a while. for Neo Nectar, some of these cards will probably be used for a while as well. I'm not entirely certain. I don't know Neo Nectar that well. But for some decks, like set 1 through 3, there's a bunch of cards that are going to be used for a while. And if you're going to use that deck for a month, or a lot of those cards for like 2 or 3 months, then yeah, whale on it. You know, get a bunch of stride materials up. Use it for later sets for those decks that you want to use, right? Just don't waste it on things you're not going to want to use, right? Now, I don't know how much it really needed to be explained. I figured it would be good to explain it because we have people that in the community and in the game on this game, and it's any gacha games like this, that will wail on every set or every banner for gacha games. But there's not really there's not always a good explanation of when to wail and when not to wail. And I wanted to try to provide some of that in this instance. I can't think of anything else to say. So you all have fun. Happy New Year. I'm recording this on the 1st of the month. So Happy New Year. Hopefully I'll get it uploaded within a day too. Happy New Year. Enjoy your card fights. Enjoy set 2 meta and global right now. I know JB's on set 4. I look forward to hopefully covering some of that information as we go on. And then also like the videos about the individual cards themselves in each set. So I look forward to those uploads, and I'll catch you all next time.